Hello, Goddess of Fire here, back for another fire conversation. Hot topics today, the month of November and the zodiac elements. So, the focus of this video is air signs. As you can see here, I already have some cards pulled because this is like the third time I've tried to film this video. So, cross your fingers, eyes, legs, and toes that I can kind of take back some of what I had already channeled before, because when I channel, it's like I have amnesia and I don't remember what I just said 4 minutes ago, because a lot of the times the messages aren't for me. So here we go. I do have some notes that I think can help me to re-jog my memory. The month of November, I definitely feel a lot of movement. Everything is shifting for the better, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. It probably feels like everything is happening at the same time and it's overwhelming and you feel like you can't breathe. Breathe. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Things coming into balance, leveling out. You're gonna also feel like things are falling away or falling into place. Blocks and obstacles are being removed. That's why I think Lord Ganesh wanted to be here. He is the remover of obstacles. So that might be somebody you want to meditate to, pray to, follow some mantras, what have ya. I was getting pretty annoyed by the Frank Sinatra song, Luck Be a Lady Tonight. Like that just kept playing over and over and over and over and over in my head as I'm just trying to simply channel some messages. So that led me to believe, I'm like, luck, luck, luck. What does that have to do? Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter. I need to figure out where Jupiter is right now, planet-wise. And through a little bit of Googling, I did find out that Jupiter just entered into its home sign of Sagittarius, and Jupiter is the ruler of abundance, expansion, and luck. Another fun fact is Jupiter is actually beginning to align with Saturn, and that is the lord of karma. So that is a big deal. This is a conjunction that we want to have happen. This is like hitting the lottery, tenfold. And this has not happened since May of 2000. So it's been 20 years since we've had this type of alignment. So yeah, buckle up, bitches. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy good. So back to air signs, Aquarius, Geminis, Libras. Your big focus for this month of November is going to be boundaries, emotions, letting go of your idea of perfect. I'm hearing that you guys need more sleep, and with rest, it will create the calm and clarity that you're seeking. I'm also being told that meditation needs to be incorporated into people's lives, reincorporated. If you practice doing it, if you practice meditation, that's great. You're not doing it enough, or you're not meditating on the right things. You're not asking the right questions to help you kind of navigate these ever-changing shifts that are happening. But yeah. So I did pick off camera, well, everything's off camera since the first couple of tries were null and void. But your overarching theme was the Power card, which in traditional tarot is actually the Strength card. So that's really tying into the whole boundaries thing. I really feel like you guys are learning to balance out your ego and your spiritual self, and that can be very difficult, but you're doing it in a way that works for you and that you haven't tried before. And I think it's just because you're allowing your freak flag, your weirdness to kind of show, and that's great. I feel like too, you're the trouble sleeping that's happening is because you guys are astral. Air signs are known as astral travelers. That is your jam. So I think that a lot of you are actually doing a lot of spiritual, like healing and spiritual work on the astral plane. And unfortunately, when we're working up there, we're not really sleeping down here. It just, you wake up feeling more and more exhausted. So if that is something that you're experiencing right now, that could be it. And that's why I'm being brought back to the meditation. If you do more meditation throughout the day, you're not going to be forced to do all of the healing and all of the work when you're trying to really rest at night. I'm going to bring it back to the cards that I initially drew. Angel Celeste for my messages from your angels deck, and she says a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in new positive energy. And then I also drew Shanti. She is the angel of peace. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. I feel like whatever you're experiencing right now, a lot of you, I do have an Aquarian friend that just moved states and, you know, got a house, is trying to find a job. I do have another Aquarian friend that is in the house purchasing game right now, and she is having a hell of a time. So I definitely think that this is really ringing true to at least a couple of air signs that I know. And I assure you, I'm being drawn to the lion and the lamb. It makes me think of the age-old like quote that goes towards March, you know, where it says "in like a lion, out like a lamb." So I think this experience, what you're going through, has come in like a wrecking ball. In like that lion, sorry, I'm corny, I don't care. It's come in like a lion, but it is definitely going to come out like a lamb. You are going to be calm, cool, and collected by the end of it, and you are almost to the end of it. But again, I'm going to draw back to letting go of the idea of perfect. You are a co-creator with the universe, so yes, you are going to have your own idea of what you want, what you think is best, and what you need, but the universe also does. So you're going to have to be able to flex and mold and be open to what's being presented to you and see the potential in what's there. And then I'm gonna get back to the ceremony card that says invocation. This is a lot of spiritual practice all in one photo. You know, she's by a fire, she's got her candles lit, she's got her crystal grid, you know, incense it looks like might be going. But this is really you getting in touch with your spiritual side and calling on your angels. Because one thing for sure is our guides, our angels, you know, past loved ones, whoever is guiding you in an ascended way, they're never going to step in unless they're asked, or if they're, you know, saving your life. That's pretty much it. You got to call on people. So call on Celeste if you are experiencing a home situation, you know, moving from an apartment to a house, buying a house, moving from state to state, moving from country to country, moving from job to job, a complete and total flip-flop of career change. However that looks for you, you need to be invoking these spirit guides, you need to be invoking these angels and asking them for their guidance, their love, their protection, and, you know, to help keep that calming, peaceful energy to you. Like, you can even see it in the picture here. There's like spiritual essence around her. She's invoking those spirits towards her. That's also her crown chakra is wide open, and she's receiving the messages. So definitely I'm being again drawn to the meditation. Meditate on calling in your ancestors and guides and angels and all that jazz to help you help yourself along the way. Okay? You need a hand to hold. Call on somebody to hold your damn hand. It's okay. Or actually physically call someone. Being vulnerable is amazing. It allows people to see you for who you really are. Being emotional is not a bad thing. Being sad or lonely is not a bad thing. Being frustrated because things aren't going your way isn't a bad thing. Being worried, whatever, however it looks. I think this is the time when you need to be really reaching out to your tribe, to your people too, and seeking out, you know, what you need that you can't give to yourself. You can't possibly give yourself everything all the time. Yes, we would hope that, because we want to be strong within ourselves and within our spirit, but we also need our people. We are humans and we are prone to, you know, companionship. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable right now, you know. And also, don't be afraid to speak what's on your mind. I think that there's a lot of you that are kind of mums the word when it comes to certain things to kind of keep the peace, or for fear that you might lose something in the process of opening up your heart in that way. You guys are definitely going through a lot of heart chakra activation. So if you've been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately, definitely just try to relax yourself. Whatever you do to bring yourself peace, do that. If you want to go for a 5-mile run and that's going to make you peaceful, do it. If, you know, watching your favorite TV show and eating a little ice cream is what's going to soothe you, do it. If crying is going to help, do it. If reading a book is going to help, do it. If, you know, whatever it is, do it. I'm going to pull another oracle card. I guess you get two. So you pulled Medusa, jealousy leads to downfall, and the key, locked doors can now be opened. The Medusa thing, I don't feel like this is you jealous of anybody. I feel like this could be somebody jealous of you, jealous of your whatever. I don't even know what they could possibly be jealous of, but there is somebody that is gossiping about you. Gossiping about you, jealous of you, envious of you. There's a snake in the grass. Is, you know, Medusa is all about snakes. There's a snake in the grass. That is just a message of not everybody that's in your corner is actually for you. Sometimes your greatest enemies are your best friends. So just being aware of who you're surrounded by right now, that's going to be a really big thing. Or also, if you're meeting new people, trust your instincts, okay? And then the key, locked doors can now be opened. This is your heart. Your heart chakra has been on lockdown, and this is probably why some of you air signs have been emotional as you're going through a heart chakra activation. And the heart chakra is actually, you know, our center of our 7 basic chakras. We have way more than that in our body, but, you know, it's our powerhouse. It connects our lower chakras to our higher chakras. And if our heart chakra is blocked, we cannot raise our vibration. We can't raise our frequency. We can't experience new gifts. We can't receive abundance. Manifestations don't flow as easily. Okay, so just being aware of that. So now we're going to get into the tarot. Put these off to the side here. And the first card out is Ten of Cups. Okay, so cups are emotion. 10 cups, that means you have 10 cups of emotion right now. Normally this cup is like, this card, I would relate to, you know, having emotional fulfillment, but this is you not being emotionally fulfilled because you have all of these cups full, or some of them are empty. I feel like this is you holding on to your emotions. Yes, that's exactly what this is. That's you holding on to your emotion. That's why you have 10 cups. You just keep letting the emotions fill up and fill up and fill up and fill up and fill up. And you don't want to know what's going to happen. These cups are going to start overflowing, or you're going to run out of cups. And I think that that is what's happening with your... You've locked so much emotion within your heart chakra. It had no choice but to burst open, creating some vulnerability with you. And because of this, this is going to allow manifestations to come in. That's the Seven of Pentacles. This is about manifestations coming to fruition. Queen of Swords, this is you being in your element, embracing the change and the transformation. Normally the Queen of Swords is harsh, she's brash, she is in your face. Ooh, my ear is ringing. But you see, she is just gentle. Normally she has her sword poised and ready to strike. She has it in her hand. She's ready to speak her truth, but she is open. Her heart is open. Normally she is guarding her heart. And all these butterflies is you embracing a transformation. Okay? We're about to enter Scorpio season. I feel like Scorpio season is going to be very, very telling for you this year. And I think that you're definitely going to have some manifestations come to fruition in Scorpio season. And that comes like the 22nd of this month. Am I going to take these? Yes, I am. Once you allow yourself, to let go of the fear of the unknown, you'll gain your confidence back. You'll feel strong within yourself. It's not that you have zero confidence, is you're just your confidence is a little bit shaky right now. As we shift and change, and you know, the butterfly comes out of the cocoon, it's overwhelming. It truly is. So that's where it's like you're not in full confidence, but you're not confident. But you're gonna reach that level that you felt like you were before, within your old self, within your old ways, within your new self, your true self, your authenticity that is coming up. And the Wheel of Fortune came out too. And that's really just the wheels turning in your favor. And that's that karmic shift happening too. This is luck. This is you need to take a chance on some things right now. You got to take a chance on some things. And for whatever reason, the house image is coming into my head. So it's like, okay, you may be shopping for a house. You probably found a dream house. It's out of your price range. It may be like that on paper, but take the risk of reaching out and seeing if they'll budge on the price. I feel like there's going to be some tangible luck on your side. And it's interesting oh wait, are we in Scorpio season already? Hold on. I think we are. Yes. We did. We are in it. Ridiculous. Oh my god. We are in the thick of it. Well, I was I'm all over the place. I'm getting so many messages right now. But I was looking at this Wheel of Fortune, and the Sagittarius emblem is right up at the top. So Scorpio season right now and Sagittarius season are going to be very, very big for you. I feel like by Sagittarius season, your emotions will have calmed down and you will be able to breathe again. Maybe that's why meditation is such a big thing. That meditation involves a lot of breath work sometimes. You have to focus on your breathing. The moon, emotions. Emotions coming into play. You know, and this full moon that just passed was definitely was that key that unlocked you. Yeah, because there's butterflies in there too. That was the beginning of the transformation for you. Totally. Totally. Where's the goddamn death card didn't come out? And then again, that's the strength card. Hello. Hello. This is strength and emotion. Finding strength within your emotional side. Finding strength within your femininity. I feel like a lot of you air signs have been leaning strongly to your masculinity, and that is not how we maintain in balance. Some of you, this was a forced heart chakra activation. Yeah, this has to do with past lives too. This is a lot of past life words. 6 of Cups. This is past lives. Or this has to do, this has to do with a lot of childhood issues. This is inner child. Okay, inner child. Little girl you, big girl you. And you know what? This is almost like your inner child passing the torch, because she's handing her a cup. But passing the torch, because you're healing a lot of your inner child issues. And maybe that's a big piece of this is maybe you began to suppress emotions during childhood, however that looks for you. But that is a message that's coming through very, very strong. And now that you're old enough, you're being pushed to work through childhood emotions, childhood traumas. However that's illustrated in your life. Yeah, and when you get through it, you're gonna have a sense of satisfaction. You're gonna feel fully grounded. This 10 of Pentacles is also having everything that you need on the earthly plane. I don't know if some of you have been feeling almost, I don't want to say totally lack conscious, but am I gonna have enough? And then it's like you almost shake that thought out of your head like an Etch-a-Sketch. but it's still like an underlying thing. You're trying to trust the process, but you're also like trying to trust your logic. Like, okay, well, if I have X amount of dollars and I have X amount of bills, how is that really going to work out? Trust the process. Believe that you will always have what you need, and you will. And I'm going to end it on this one, the Temperance card. Again, this is the card of Sagittarius. This is the angel of patience. If you haven't been being very patient, this is a strong message for you that divine timing is at work. And yes, as humans, we want things when we want them when we want them. But the universe has a plan. And sometimes there's going to be a lot of movement before things settle down, before we can before things settle down, before we can see why things had to go the way that they went. But again, this is you balancing your masculine and your feminine energy. You need to embrace your femininity at this point. You need to soften yourself, because it's good to have a healthy, strong masculine energy, but it is also great to have a healthy, strong feminine energy. I'm also being told that if you've been experiencing pains on your left side, it's because, and I'm also not a doctor, so don't take on my word for it, but if you've been experiencing like left hip pain or left shoulder pain, that is because your left side is your feminine side, and she is pained by the fact that she is not in use. There's things that need to be worked through emotionally sometimes. You can't just power through it action oriented with your masculine energy. So this is, and in her 2 cups here, she's balancing water and fire. Fire is masculine energy, water is feminine energy. Embrace the transformation. Look at all these butterflies. And call on your angels. Be patient. All that is meant for you will always be meant for you. Okay? You're going to be just fine. I promise. All right, you guys, I hope this was informative and you got some messages that you needed, air signs. Until we meet again, have a good one.